Fans over here with Austin Williams. Austin Williams, how are you? It's a pleasure to have you over here in New York. What can you tell us, of yourself?
I'm feeling great. First of all, the fact that my hands can take me all around the world and around the country is unbelievable. And my ideas are actually turned into realities, and that's unbelievable as well. But I feel amazing. I'm happy to be here. I got another opportunity in front of the world to really show who I am, show the true warrior spirit that I have. I have a better opponent this time around from New Jersey, and I know he's going to be a boxer and things like that. I haven't seen any film over him or anything like that, but I'm thankful for an amateur background where I can kind of put things together with body types and where people come from. So this is a good challenge for me, for my mind, and for me to put together some things on my own and put together a strategy without seeing any film, you know what I'm saying? And I've done that a lot in the amateurs, but I feel really good. It's just a great opportunity, another great time to show myself, and that's pretty much where I'm at with it, man.
Hey, I think the fight fans, they would love to see, what are you going to bring on June 1st, Saturday night. Eventually, your amateur career, you said that it helped in order to be right now who you are. And for the fight fans and everyone that, is going to stay tuned and watch your fight, can you describe of your skills? Are we see the whole thing from you yet, or you still got to develop it,
Oh my goodness.
Something?
No, y'all haven't seen anything. I'm actually on a quest for more and more knowledge and more information. There's a lot of things that I didn't have to display in my last fight, and in this fight, if I don't have to display much, but the thing that I think the people want to see, I won't go too much into my toolbox, just because there's going to be a lot of opportunity for me at the world championship level to go into that toolbox a lot. So I don't need to show everything early on, but for number one, I'm still new. So there's a lot of things that can be implemented into my game and put into my toolbox. Two, as the opposition gets better, the more you have to use. So y'all definitely haven't seen y'all seen a very small portion of what I can do, and I still find a way to take that small portion of things and make it exciting for the people. That's my number one thing, is to make things exciting for the people. So y'all see some more as the competition gets stiffer.
Wow, that's some great, message in order that the fight fans, they would know, and definitely they would stay tuned in order when it comes that you're gonna put fireworks or bring excitement in every fight. I think your residence, if I'm not mistaken, and you can correct me, that's Houston, Texas,
yes,
right?
Yes,
but you wasn't born, there, is it?
No, I was born in Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
So now, what does it represent, to be and represent also, I would say both, places.
I definitely represent both. I represent both, and the reason why is because Milwaukee is where the hub of my family is, and my family is the reason why I am the way I am. My family is the reason why I believe in myself the way I do. My family is the reason why I take the risks that I do, because they love me beyond boxing. You know what I mean? They always told me that I was special. They always told me that I could do anything that I put my mind to. And with that being said, I've never been fearful to go for things. You know what I mean? Without that foundation that I had with my family, I definitely would not have taken the risks that I've taken. So my roots are definitely in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. The people who built me as a man, who built my character, are definitely in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. But very critical life experiences and potent things that have shaped me as a man has happened in Milwaukee. It has happened in Houston. Mm-hmm. I met my coaches in Houston. I've been through all sports at a serious level in Houston, which was better because Houston sports is a lot more tough than Milwaukee sports. They both probably had equal, they both probably added equal things to my life. So I definitely represent both, and I will forever represent both.
Well, that's great to hear that. That's great that you mentioned both places, because I think it's part already of your life. And every time that I believe you would talk to any other people you're gonna take, you know, and tell them, you know, where you grew up, where you were born, and eventually where, you know, you at right now. For you, like you mentioned coaches and everything, how is the relationship with your coach? Do you believe there is loyalty when it comes to coach and boxer, or you think that there is no loyalty in boxing when it comes to
I definitely think there is loyalty when it comes to that. And the reason why I say that is because as I've grown, I mean, as I came up as a boxer, a young boxer, I've got to see the example of a fighter who can hold his coach and a fighter who bounces around to a lot of different coaches. And I think if you're going to be a great fighter, you're going to have a coach that was with you from the beginning. You're going to have a coach that, even if it's not from the beginning, a very long hub of time. And I feel like sometimes that can become something that's beyond boxing. It's a relationship that's beyond boxing. But I also feel like if you're not learning, or if you feel like you're not in the right space anymore, instead of just detaching from your coaches or whatever, you can just take your coach and put, we're entrepreneurs, we're businessmen. I am the business. So I have the right to take, you know, and get another coach and bring him in and stuff like that. But you still can keep your head coach. You just find other resources that can help with what you really believe you need help with. Because I honestly believe as a fighter, if you're thinking, you know what you need help with. You know what you don't understand. You know what's not clicking. And you never know, a coach might say something in a different way that might help you understand something your actual coach has been telling you the whole time. You know, we all just have, you know, different ways of learning. So I think loyalty is a huge thing, and I think it's a way to keep the original people with you and not discard of your original people, but still be able to learn from other sources. And I also think if you're surrounded with, you know, people who really want you to grow and learn, or who really just want the best for you, they won't have a problem with that. You know what I mean? They won't have a huge problem with you learning. I just really believe that, and if anybody has a problem with you learning, then they're not the right people for you. But I mean, you know, me and my team go through a lot of things where this whole concept had to be displayed, and everybody was on board. Everybody wanted me to be the best I can be. So I know my team is loyal, and I know my team is here to stay.
Well, that's so, you know, so great to hear your story.